Okay, so kita nak masuk the next subtopic, 15.3, okay, menstrual cycle. Okay, menstrual cycle, okay, dia ada dua benda yang berlaku. Okay, the production of secondary oocyte and thickening of the endometrial wall. Ataupun banyak perkataan yang kita boleh guna, uterus lining, uterus wall, okay, depends on the textbook lah. Kita tengok kalau kamu punya textbook, okay, dia guna perkataan uterine lining, okay. So in this cycle, the endometrium becoming soft, thick and rich with blood vessels to prepare the endometrium for embryo implantation. Okay, sebab apa? Endometrium tu mesti, ataupun uterine lining mesti tebal, okay, supaya embryo dapat implant ke dalam uterine lining tersebut. Okay, itu kalau berlakunya fertilization. So if there is no fertilization, the secondary oocyte will die and endometrium wall will shed and lead to bleeding, okay, known as menstruation. So these are the hormones, okay, that you must know. Okay, there are 4 hormones, okay, 2 hormones on top, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone are released by pituitary gland. Okay, dan kena ingatlah pituitary gland ni berada berdekatan dengan hypothalamus. Okay, dekat kamu punya bahagian otak tu. Dan kita ada ovary, kita ada estrogen, progesterone, which is dia punya tempat dihasilkan, okay, adalah di ovary. Okay, first kita tengok dulu follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, dah nama dia pun follicle stimulating hormone. Jadi dia stimulate the growth of the follicle. Okay. Dan stimulate the release of estrogen. Okay. Luteinizing hormone stimulate ovulation and causes the formation of the corpus luteum. Okay, kan bila berlakunya secondary oocyte is released, okay, follicle yang melindungi secondary oocyte tersebut akan transform into corpus luteum. And then estrogen, okay, repairs and stimulate the thickening of endometrium. Okay, dia mesti ada perkataan repairs and stimulate. And stimulate follicle growth until it matures. And also stimulate FSH and LH release period. Period tu sebelum, before to ovulation. Okay, and the last one is progesterone. Okay, the function of progesterone is to stimulate the thickening of endometrium, making it thick and folded. Okay, walaupun nampak macam sama ya antara estrogen dengan progesterone, tapi dia ada perbezaan sedikit. The first one is estrogen yang datang dulu. Estrogen ni dia akan repair dan dia akan stimulate thickening. Tapi bila dah repair elok, barulah progesterone yang akan datang untuk nak bagi lagi tebal dan making it thick with blood vessel. Okay, itu yang penting lah. Dan progesterone dia punya function to stop the release of FSH and LH. So tengoklah kamu punya buku teks. Okay, this is a very crucial topics. Okay, dia ada banyak benda. Okay, ada banyak there are many things that you should know. Okay, ada 4 hormon, follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, dia yang colour hijau. Estrogen, okay, yang colour pink. Luteinizing hormone yang colour yellow. And progesterone, okay, yang colour macam purple sikit ni. So based on this graph, actually you can know the process. Okay. So before a menstrual cycle begins, okay, the level of hormone is low generally for every 4 hormones: follicle, estrogen, L, and progesterone. And the menstrual cycle will begins when the hypothalamus release gonadotropin releasing hormone. Dan short form dia kita tulis sebagai GNrH. And this GNrH will stimulate the pituitary gland to release the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone into the bloodstream, okay, into the blood vessels. And this FSH, okay, will stimulate follicle growth in the ovary within the primary follicle. Okay, sebab aku ni ingatlah, blood ni dia sebagai transport system ya. Okay, and growing follicle will release estrogen, which encourage follicle maturation and also encourage endometrial wall repair. So the low level of estrogen inhibit the release of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone via a negative feedback mechanism. Jadi bila follicle stimulating hormone ni dah encourage, okay, dah stimulate the follicle growth in the ovary, okay, and this growing follicle dia akan menghasilkan estrogen. Okay, dia akan menghasilkan estrogen. Dan estrogen ni dia membantu follicle yang berada berdekatan dengan secondary oocyte tu ya, to be mature dan encourage the endometrial wall. Okay, bukannya jangan confuse. Okay, bukannya follicle stimulating hormone yang encourage follicle maturation. Okay, follicle stimulating hormone FSH only stimulate the growth, tapi yang encourage the follicle maturation, okay, is the estrogen. Okay, and then on the between day 6 to 14, okay, the estrogen level will rise and peaks on day 12. Okay, stimulating the hypothalamus to secrete GNrH. Okay, a high level of gonadotropin releasing hormone will stimulate the pituitary gland to secrete more FSH and LH. Okay. And then the LH level rise until it peaks on day 13, leading to ovulation and release of a secondary oocyte from Graafian follicle on day 14. Okay, jadi maksudnya luteinizing hormone ni lah yang menyebabkan berlakunya ovulation pada hari ke-14. Okay, and the next one, okay, kalau kita tengok graf ni, luteinizing hormone dah peak pada hari yang ke-13, maka berlakulah ovulation pada hari ke-14. Okay. And then day 15 to 21, okay, the luteinizing hormone stimulate the corpus luteum to secrete estrogen and progesterone. Okay, disebabkan dua hormon estrogen dan progesterone ni sangat penting. Dan corpus luteum dihasilkan daripada Graafian follicle tadi. Okay, dihasilkan daripada follicular tissue yang ditinggalkan daripada secondary oocyte yang encapsulated the secondary oocyte. Okay, and the estrogen and progesterone inhibit the release of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone from the hypothalamus to stop the growth of new follicle. Okay, disebabkan corpus luteum ni release estrogen dengan progesterone. Yang paling banyak sekali dia release adalah progesterone lah ya. Okay, yang paling banyak sekali dia release adalah progesterone. Jadi progesterone inilah yang akan membantu endometrium wall menjadi lebih tebal dan lebih banyak dengan blood vessels. Okay, so kamu tengoklah graf di bawah ni, graf di atas, progesterone meningkat dan endometrium wall pun semakin tebal dan semakin banyak blood vessels. Okay, day 22 to 28, okay, if fertilization does not occur ataupun does not take place, the decreasing luteinizing hormone, okay, akan menyebabkan corpus luteum tu degenerate, makin mengecil dan mengecil. Kalau tak berlakunya fertilization dan bila corpus luteum makin mengecil, maka the secretion of estrogen and progesterone will reduce. Dan lama-lama reduce, dia akan makin mengecil dan makin hilanglah secretion of estrogen and progesterone tu kan. Okay. So without stimulation from estrogen and progesterone, the endometrium wall lama-lama dia akan shape. Okay, dia akan terurai dan berlakulah menstruation. Okay. So the low level of estrogen and progesterone will no longer inhibit the hypothalamus and pituitary gland for secreting gonadotropin releasing hormone, which stimulates secretion of FSH and LH, so a new menstrual cycle will begin with the new follicle growth. Mestilah start dengan follicle stimulating hormone. However, if the fertilization occurs, okay, the corpus luteum will continue to grow and secrete progesterone and estrogen. Okay. Jadi bila berlakunya secretion, the continuity of secretion progesterone and estrogen, so the endometrial wall will continually to thicken in order to support the fetal growth. Okay, this is the role of hormone in pregnancy and miscarriage. Okay, the corpus luteum will continue to produce estrogen and progesterone up to 3 to 4 months. And then the role of supplying or the role of secreting estrogen and progesterone will be take over by placenta. Okay, sebab after 3 to 4 months in general, the corpus luteum will start to degenerate. Dan sepanjang pregnancy, progesterone dan estrogen mesti dihasilkan. Maksudnya bulan ke-5 sampai ke bulan ke-9 contohnya, the role of supplying estrogen dan progesterone akan diambil alih oleh placenta lah yang ada dalam pokok ibu tu kan. Okay. Sorry, dalam uterus. And this progesterone inhibits the secretion of FSH and LH. Okay, the high level of progesterone will inhibit the secretion of FSH and LH, so there is no menstrual cycle and ovulation occur throughout the pregnancy. Okay. Okay, and the last one, okay, premenstrual syndrome. Okay, premenstrual syndrome ni berlaku saya bagi tahu secara senang sikit. Berlaku disebabkan imbalance of the hormone estrogen and progesterone. Tapi hormon tu masih lagi tinggi, masih lagi dalam keadaan yang betul. Cuma imbalance. Maksudnya mungkin progesterone terlebih, mungkin progesterone terlebih, okay? Ataupun mungkin estrogen terlalu kurang, ataupun mungkin estrogen terlalu lebih. However, for menopause, okay, menopause is where the hormone estrogen and progesterone is reduced. Okay, dia tak mencapai tahap level yang sesuai untuk berlakunya ovulation dan juga menstruation tu akan berhentilah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all for today. Okay, next kita akan masuk 15.4 untuk the next subtopic ya.